So our form has definitely turned around a bit, and maybe, just maybe, we can sneak into Europe. Schleh.
What's up, Slimes and Slimasuses? It's Slimeball FM, and let's get straight to it. The first match after the last episode was absolutely abysmal, admittedly. We lost 6-1 to Manchester United, but this is also one of the most talented rosters I've ever seen. Robinho scored 2 goals, Ronaldo scored, Joe Cole was there, Scholes and Albelda, all players that are much better than any player that we have. But then after that, the form started to turn a little bit. We beat Liverpool in the League Cup, continuing our dominance against them. And then we beat Reading in the Premier League to finally get a win in that competition. We beat Apoel again 7-0 with a hat-trick from Lapaglia, including an incredible 30-yard goal. Leon Osman had 2, Yobo had 1, and Zaccardo had 1. And then we went on and won another Premier League game, making that our streak there 2 in a row, with a goal from Good Andy, a goal from Carlsley, and then 2 late goals, in fact, from Tim Cahill, before finally ending that streak in the Premier League when we lost to Liverpool at Anfield, where Aurelio and Frank Ribery ended up scoring the goals. So, I mean, hats off to them, I guess. They are a more talented team, unfortunately. So then Lask Linz beats us. We beat them 4-0. I mean, 2 from Yobo, 1 from Nani, 1 from Good Andy. We beat West Ham 1-0, not with a Nani goal, and then we beat Portsmouth in the league 5-0, where Hazard got scored a goal. Good Andy, Simon Davies, Tim Cahill, and Kim Kallstrom all scored. And so that was a massive match, because even though Portsmouth was without a manager, it's still they're still a pretty talented team, and for us to get that dominant of a result shows that we've really turned our form around. And so in this episode, we're going to play against Newcastle, and we're going to play against Benfica in the Europa League.
And by the way, if you haven't already, follow my Twitch, which is down below. We've been streaming every day so far, a Girona save. I'm sure you guys would like it, so watch if you would enjoy, and thank you guys, and we'll get right back to the video.
So we've unfortunately had to go with quite a rotated lineup here, because neither one of our center mids was fit, and Leon Osman was injured. He picked up a knock. And then at left back, we also had a little bit of a knock as well. So we've put in Lequi there at left back. We've put in Kurlan and Carlsley at center mid, because Davies was not fit either. He's going to make the bench, though, as well as Kallstrom and Cahill. And then in the front 3, we have Nani, Lapaglia, and Andy, with Good Andy in front of them. Hopefully this team will be good enough to beat Newcastle, but we do know that they have quite a lot of talent in their roster. So with this type of roster, it may be difficult to win that kind of match. Here we have a highlight. Kurlan finds Carlsley. Dyer is fighting into the box. Martins takes a shot, and Lux with a brilliant save there. And unfortunately, they're the ones who are starting this game out strong, as Milner now puts in a corner of the future Liverpool scum that he is, and Lequi heads it out. Martins plays it. You know, it's not a great back pass, but it's good enough to get to Given. And now we can be on the counter, though. Nani running feverishly at the Newcastle defense. Can he get into the box? He can. Forces Given to make a brilliant save. What a run from Nani. And he's been really on some pretty decent form as of late. He struggled when he first got here. I think a lot of it may have just been adjusting to the new league. He's a young player, but since the last few games, he's been an incredibly good player for us. Now Risa finds Nzogbia, and they have a little throw-in so they can create maybe an attack from their side of the pitch. Now Stephen Taylor, he plays it up, but Yobo's first to it, and now Kurlan, can he find an option? He can't. He runs into the back of the heel of Nani, and now Milner has space, but Milner's shot fizzes into the gloves of Peroto Luck. And now yet another highlight. It has been action-packed in these first 12 minutes. Phil Neville finds Carlsley to Kurlan. Kurlan's tackled, though, unfortunately, but then not before he can find Nani. Carlsley. Ball back into Lequi. Can we get a ball into the box? We can't, though. It's blocked by Van den Boer, and now they're on the counter. Now Obafemi Martins puts a ball. He tries to find Michael Owen there, I think. Is that who it is? I didn't really pay too much attention to the lineups before the match. Okay, we're never going to know. But Lequi puts the ball into Good Andy. Good Andy has a decent chance here, but now he's been taken out of a good angle. But what a goal from Good Andy. You see the work he does there? That's absolutely brilliant from Good Andy. If we can get back to the replay here, Lequi hits a ball into Good Andy, and Good Andy does all the rest. He gets a little deflection there, a little lucky, but he nutmegs Taylor. Then he goes past the goalie and hits it into the bottom corner, and we're up 1-0 early in this match, and that's a brilliant start for the Everton boys. Schlat. Okay, and here's another highlight here. Yobo finds Nani, who plays it across to Andy. Maybe we can get a cross in here from Phil Neville. But his cross is blocked, and now they're on the counter. Kleber, who it was not Michael Owen, finds Martins. Martins has space, but that's a poor finish, and Lux is there to pick up the ball, pick up the pieces there. And it looks like we're going to go into halftime up 1-0. That's a brilliant half from the boys. But I'm still going to tell them I wasn't happy enough because we could be up 2-0, so you never know. We could be up 2-0, but I was pretty happy with the half. Andy has not been playing well, however, though, so I want to get Davies into the match. We know what the danger he can create. And apparently there are a few teams looking at him for the winter window, so I would not like him to leave. Obviously, he's part of our only real center mid depth. So I don't really want him to leave at all, but I'm just saying that there have been some parties, looking around, searching around. As the ball goes in from the corner and we get it out tentatively, and Zogbia finds Dyer to declare, and that's a brilliant finish, and it's 1-1. That's an absolutely brilliant finish from Tim Declare. They were telling me that I should go after this guy, and maybe they were right. It looks like David Garcia is just a little bit better than him at left back, which means that he must be quite a good player. If you look at his stats, he's not bad whatsoever. But yeah, 10 million to 14 million. I didn't spend nearly that much on David Garcia, so it's good that I went with the way that I did. But given hits the goal kick, Neville's now in possession of it. The ball finds its way back to him. Now Kurlan hits it across the pitch to Nani. Carlsley is in the middle now. And Lequi has space on the wing. What can he do here? Vandenborg tackles it, though, and now they can counter. Kleber plays it into Martins. Martins runs into the box, and he could finish there, but Lux holds it strongly, and they've had the majority of chances in this match. They've been the better team probably ever since we've scored that goal, but we've still held on strong, and now we have a corner. Lapaglia, we'll know he can put in a good ball, but that one is not it, and now they can counter again. Martins has more space. He gets past Neville with ease. He can't get a tackle on, and Zogbia plays it. Ooh, and a quick action there leads to a clever miss that he should not have missed. Lapaglia puts in another ball towards nobody, and now Good Andy tries to get a tackle on Solano, and he does this time. And now can we get an attack going on here instead of them countering us off of our set pieces? Kurlan finds Lequi back to Kurlan, but that's a poor ball from Kurlan, who has not had a good match so far. And Kleber keeps running, but Lux makes another brilliant save. Lux has been absolutely spectacular today. I think we can all admit that. But now Nzogbia puts in a corner, and it could be dangerous, but Lux holds onto it strongly, and we know he is a world-class goalkeeper, and there's nothing that anybody can do about that. So now we can counter here. Lapaglia puts a touch in front of him. We know he's not the paciest, but he does well there. Neville finds Davies. Davies, the number 10 with the number 10 shirt on. Can he do something magical? Finds Carlsley. Kurlan has space. We've seen his long shot prowess, but instead we just continue passing it around, and he's tackled now, and they could counter again. That's been their strength so far this match. But Neville, what a brilliant tackle that is, and now he finds Good Andy. Can Good Andy finish? What a save that is from Shay Given. That move that Good Andy uses here, and look at this move right there. You see that? It's like a little bit of a nutmeg. And he gets past Stephen Taylor, but then this is a brilliant save from Shay Given. That's great work from the boys, though. But that's brilliant. And now we're on this corner kick. Lapaglia, can he put in a good ball this time? He does. It's towards Bramble. Bramble hits the post. Oh, that's so close. That's so close from the boys. And it looks like we're really pushing this time. We are really pushing to try to get a better result from this match. Maybe get all 3 points would be the preferred result, obviously. Now we have a throw in from Neville near the corner flag. Carlsley tries to find Kurlan, but it's straight into the substitute Solano. And now Martins could counter. Martins' counter doesn't work immediately, but he does find Nzogbia with the deflection. Solano plays it out towards Vandenborg, where they could find a ball into the box. They do, but Lux holds onto it strongly yet again, and he makes a brilliant throw out to Lapaglia to try to get the attack started quickly. Kurlan tries to hit it out wide, but it's just to Solano, and now Kleber gets the ball in the through ball, and what another big save from Lux. They have 5 clear-cut chances, 3 half chances, but just 1 goal because of Lux's brilliant work. And we get the corner out just for now. Nani tries to tackle it, and he does do it. That's successfully, and we've done brilliantly to try to defend here. Well, maybe not the whole team, but it's been a massive effort from Lux so far. And I think we're going to sub out Yobo. He looks to be extremely tired. We're going to put on Julian Lescott, who has been very upset with me as of late. I mean, there's nothing I can really do about that in this moment. We have to just hope that he's committed enough to the team effort to come in and put in a good shift here. One last sub we're going to make here. We're going to take out Nani and see if McFadden can make a difference here, because Nani just looks to be gassed. We're going to see if he can make a difference. And there is a highlight here. Okay, so Kurlan finds Carlesley. Carlesley tries to hit it up to Good Andy, but nothing comes from it. LaPaglia's ball up towards Good Andy goes straight to Given. It's just hit too hard. And now maybe Newcastle can counter, or we can nick the ball off of them here. That would obviously be what I prefer. Given's punt isn't necessarily convincing, but it is straight to Nzogbia. And now Nzogbia has space up this wing. Can he take a shot? He does, but Lux makes another big save. It's out for a corner, and this corner does seem to be a highlight, though. Solano puts the ball into the box. Lescott heads it out for now, declares on it, the goal scorer, and his cross is blocked from Good Andy, who's done a lot of work there to get back on defense. And there seems to be one more big chance for either team here, as there's another highlight in the 90th minute. Ball out to Kurlan, who heads it towards Good Andy. That's great work from Kurlan. Now Good Andy, can he score here? But that shot's blocked by Taylor. And this match seems like it could end 1-0, 1-1. But no, another highlight just about 30 seconds later as Proto Lux throws it in towards Kurlan. And that's a mistake from him. But Bramble make sure that it's not a big one, but now Martins is through, and Martins hits it just wide. That's a massive chance for Newcastle. Their sixth clear cut of the game, and yet another highlight is here. This end of the match has been absolutely action-packed. Lescott clears it out, finds Good Andy. Good Andy has space to run, and his fitness has not been compromised too much. McFadden, the substitute, his shot's blocked. Good Andy finds Davies, and he scored! Davies makes it 2-1, and we've taken all 3 points from this match. We can hold on, but we know if we've seen the rest of this match that may not be the case. So I think we have to go very defensive and hope that the boys can just hold on for 2.5 more minutes. Good Andy's finds Davies brilliantly. That's a fizz cross to perfection, and Davies hits in the corner. What a goal from Davies. What a moment. And they've gotten a highlight just 30 seconds later. I think we all knew it was going to come, and Martins is through. The pressure has been relentless. Martins gets it back, but he can't score, and another brilliant save from Lux. What a game he's having. I think even though he may not end up with man of the match, Lux is on an 8.4. What a performance from a goalkeeper. 9-shot save, but I think we know the quality of chances that he was preventing from being in the goal. And what a match he's had. Even as a goalkeeper, he's had an 8.4 and gotten man of the match. That's an absolutely heroic performance from the lads, and especially from Jermaine Lux.
I apologize. I just noticed that the camera wasn't actually moving at all during the earlier parts of the video, so I didn't realize that, because I'd been having issues with it just not being on the screen at all. But so then I kind of thought it was fixed once I saw it. But yeah, so I that's on me. So anyway, here's the lineup for the game against Benfica. Lequi and Neville both still have to step in, as Zicardo's out for another 3 months still, and David Garcia still has another week out. And then the rest of the team is the same, besides Andy's come in because Leon Osman still has about a week left before he's fully fit. And I just wanted to alert you guys of something else. So Yobo is wanted by Milan, but our scouts now rate him as a 4.5-star player, which, I mean, if that's the kind of, I get that he's on an 8.88 in the Europa League, which is absurd, and a 7.04 in the Premier League for how we've done in the first half of the season isn't bad either. But if we can get something like 35 million for him, he might have to be on the way out, because he's really not, his attributes really don't paint a picture that he's just, by far our best center back. You know what I mean? He's basically around the level of the other guys. So if he wants to leave that if he really wants to go to a much bigger club, then, I would not be, averse to it. Okay, so as things stand right now, in order for us to go through as the top team in the league, as the top team in the group, we have to just get a win or a tie out of this game. If we lose completely, and I think we'd have to lose not only completely, but I think we'd have to lose by they would have had one away goal from the last match. So I think we'd have to lose by 2 goals, or just have it be a game that's 3-2, or if we lose that, then we'll be second place, which would be very disappointing for how dominant we've been in the group so far, with 5 wins from 5 going into this match. But obviously, yes, we need a win or a draw in order to retain first place in the group. So the first action of the match comes here in the 7th minute. Cahill finds Bramble. We finally have both Cahill and Kallstrom playing back. They've been struggling a little bit with fitness with how congested the fixtures have been recently. But Nani now on the wing. Can he cross it in? Nani crosses into Good Andy, and Good Andy finishes off the cross, and it's 1-0. And this is a great start for Everton. Nani is been playing well recently anyway, but he's just a completely different animal in the Europa League. He cuts to the left, just completely skins this defender Pereira, and Good Andy just finishes it into the top corner. Nothing their goalkeeper can do about it whatsoever, and it's an early 1-0 lead for Everton. Here we have a throw-in. Lequi finds Kallstrom. Lequi up the line, back to Kallstrom. Kallstrom into the box. Good Andy, and Good Andy's on it, and Good Andy gets his own rebound, and it's 2-0. That's an individual goal from Good Andy, but it was good teamwork before that, as the replay will show. Lequi finds Kallstrom. Kallstrom's the one. Kallstrom puts in a good ball here. Andy heads it forward towards Good Andy. Good Andy hits the bar, and then he just hustles more than anyone else in this area and gets his own rebound, running forward and makes it 2-0. 2-0 Good Andy to Benfica. Now we get a free kick here. Lapaglia, and his free kick doesn't go to anybody, but it looks like Cahill may have been pushed by Junior, and now Good Andy could get his hat-trick here, and he does. He finishes the penalty. It's 3-0, and Good Andy has gotten a 35-minute hat-trick. What a match from him, and honestly, what an episode from him, because I'm pretty sure he scored the first goal of the match against Newcastle as well, so he's just in brilliant form lately. And we go into halftime up 3-0. All 3 goals from Good Andy, as you've seen. We've just an absolutely dominant performance. I'm going to tell the boys, I'm very pleased with your performance. You guys have never seen me be that nice in a team talk. So that's when you know that I think we're balling out. 3-0 against Benfica, a team with players such as Rui Costa in their team. Of course, he is old, but still, I mean, the quality that he still possesses is kind of he's kind of like their Lapaglia, except a much better player. So now Kallstrom plays it towards Good Andy. Could he get number 4 here? And no, it's just wide this time. But that's another great chance for Good Andy. And we've just been creating for him as well. Like the whole team has just been playing around Good Andy in this match as well. Now Lapaglia, we know the kind of ball he can put in the box. Looks for Cahill. It's not this time. Good Andy's shot is blocked. And now they could be on the counter here. Keegan Fonseca, their top goal scorer, who has 17 goals in all competitions, could find Zarate with the cross. He does. And that's a brilliant finish from Mauro Zarate. He has no doubts about the fact that is going to go in the goal, and then there's nothing Lux can do there. And we know the heroic performance he put up against Newcastle, but if Obafemi Martins had been finishing that confidently, there's nothing he would have been able to do in that match either. Mauro Zarate is obviously a class striker. Now they have another opportunity here. Luizao puts the free kick up, but Lequi heads it towards Nani, finds him as well. Now Cahill finds Lapaglia. Lapaglia has space to operate here. Now, what can he do here? He finds Andy. Andy could put a ball in. His cross is blocked, though, from Leo. And now the ball down the line goes only as far as Neville. Kallstrom can maybe help to reset our attack. We're just kind of hitting it around, looking for Good Andy. Lapaglia finds Good Andy, and Good Andy cannot finish. That's a brilliant through ball from Lapaglia, but Good Andy his effort hits the post, and it's but Yobo, Lapaglia puts in a great ball there. I was just about to say that it's okay. It was a good chance, and we're still up by 2, but Lapaglia puts it in an absolutely stunning corner here. Look at this; it just fizzes across the box, and Yobo. Maybe this is why all the teams are looking towards him, as this may be his 6th Europa League goal so far. I think he has to be on the top. My apologies, I had an alarm set and it just went off, as you could probably hear. But as I was saying, this could be Yobo's 6th goal in the Europa League so far, and as Benfica try to counter and maybe get back into the match just a little bit. Marcel, great run from Marcel, and he finds Kikin Fonseca, but he cannot finish there, and now Nani could counter, but he doesn't this time. Now Yobo. It looks like we could start yet another attack here, maybe even try to get a 5th. Nani up the side. Nani, great run, and he finds Kallstrom, he finds Lequi, he could put a cross in. Lequi's cross towards Good Andy. Nani finishes it. Good Andy gets tackled, and Nani puts a brilliant finish in off the post. What a goal that is from Nani. His 6th goal of the season. I think the majority of those have to be in the Europa League with the margins we've been winning by in that competition. But Lequi puts this ball in towards Good Andy to try to get his 4th, but that's tackled, but Nani gets it in this near post. You have to think that Moretto has to be doing better there.
But at the same time, that's brilliant football from Nani, and we go up by 4 goals. Another highlight here before the end of this match. You'd think that they'd probably just try to, end it off. It's a 4-goal game at this point, and try to kind of pass it around and make sure nothing crazy happens. But Rui Costa hits it up towards Peroto Lux. Probably trying to find a striker, but there's a little bit of a miscommunication there. He wasn't making the run, and the ball was hit a little bit too hard as well. So Bramble finds Neville. Maybe we can get yet another chance before the end of this match. I mean, that might be a little bit greedy, but I would be happy with it. Neville does great work there to keep off the winger's influence there. Now, Good Andy can finish, but the time he finishes it in this half. This half has definitely been the Hyde side of the Jekyll and Hyde performance. I think Hyde was the monster. I literally have no idea. I know Jekyll and Hyde performance is some shit you could say in this game. I don't know which one's it's Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Okay, yeah. So this has been the Hyde side of the performance so far, and we get yet another highlight going into the end of this match. Now, this is similar to the Newcastle game. It's just without the importance. And Kallstrom, what a finish that is. That's his second goal of the season. What a hit that is. And he's put in a brilliant second half shift. That is just that top. He's hit it perfectly in the top corner. Lequi finds him. I guess he gets the ball off of the throw-in. Back from Nani, and then Kallstrom just dribbles into the box, and he really does it all himself there. Another time, Moreto probably should do better, but he does get both hands to it. And oh my goodness, we have another chance. Could this be 7? Could we get 7 in this match? That would be unbelievable. But the ball's hit down the line, and it stays in somehow. Bramble's first to it, though. Now Yobo has space, finds Kallstrom, who's again put in an absolutely wonderful second half. Now he can he has options all around, but instead he gets tackled by Rui Costa, who parlays that tackle into a brilliant through ball into Zarate, but Zarate can't finish this time as Lux makes a strong save. Now Lequi finds Cahill. Nani has space. He finds Kallstrom. Kallstrom, what a ball into Andy. Could he find Good Andy or play it backwards? But no, Leo makes the tackle. Now Marcel is forced into hitting it out of bounds, and this could be just the end of the match. This could be like a weird glitchy highlight. I think that has to be the case because it is 6-1, and you'd think he'd have to blow the whistle soon. But no, Cahill finds Neville, puts the ball in towards Nani. Nani's header is saved by Moreto, and that has to be all folks. That has to be it. Because it is just a 5-goal game at this point, and he blows the whistle, as I was suspecting. We have just absolutely dominated this match. We've won by 5 goals. Good Andy with the first half hat trick to lead us into this dominant victory, and the whole team contributed to it, though. I'm going to say that was really special, but nobody gave us a chance because we were the underdogs, and we ended up winning by 5 goals. A 6-1 victory and a player of the match performance from Good Andy leads us into being first place, 18 points, 6 wins from 6 from our group, and that's a great performance and a message to the rest of the Europa League, as although there were dominant wins like Man City winning 7-3 for example, which with the strength that Man City has currently shows that Charleroi just may not be the greatest of teams, or a 6-0 win from Lens, or you see a young Mané Paquet, who we obviously do have, who's only 19 years old, scoring a goal, as we obviously do have him in our or we had him. We ended up selling him to what was the team? We ended up selling him to... It's not coming to me, but we did end up selling him in the Saint-Etienne series, but he was a good servant for our first season. So obviously he's starting out well in his career, scoring a Europa League goal already at just 19 years of age. But yeah, I will see you guys next time. Like, subscribe, and follow the social medias down below. Comment, and if you enjoy the video, it just helps other people find it. It helps other people, the SEO, the optimization, recommended and all that shit. It just helps people find it. So if you enjoy the video, do all that. And with that being said, I'll see you guys tomorrow, or if you're in the stream, I'll see you guys today. And thanks for watching. Schlek.